Tasi is an intelligence-based support class hero from the Wilder faction who focuses on controlling her enemies, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at her skills and abilities, her teams and uses, and whether or not it's worth investing in this hero, so let's get into it. Tasi's ultimate ability, Slumber, puts all enemies to sleep for 5 seconds, and when they awake, they will take additional damage in proportion to the damage they took while asleep. Her next ability, Dream Spirit, will summon a little fairy that's going to float around and deal damage to enemies and also heal her allies. Up next we have Banishment, which Tasi is going to banish an enemy with the highest attack rating for up to 6 seconds and steal the target's attack while they are banished. Now the cool thing about this ability is it ties in well to her ultimate Slumber ability, because if she does have someone banished, meaning they can't attack or be attacked, when she uses Slumber, it will take them out of the banishment and put them into a slumber so that they can still take damage whilst also being controlled. And her final ability, Teleportation. In this one, when Tasi is struck, she will remove herself from control effects and teleport behind a random enemy, dealing damage to enemies but also buffing her allies' haste in the area. Now this ability does have an internal cooldown of 6 seconds, however it can be reduced every time Tasi is struck. For her signature item ability, Diminish, after she teleports, she's going to reduce the attack ratings of nearby enemies, and as you level this up, it increases its potency. And now we have Tasi's furniture ability, Double Teleportation. This one at level 3, if she is attacked within 1.5 seconds of using her teleportation ability, she will teleport again instantly, hopefully getting herself out of danger. And as we go up to level 9, it's going to reduce the cooldown of that teleport ability by 1 second, bringing it down to a 5-second base. Due to Tasi having such strong control abilities, she doesn't really have a team built around her. She's the kind of unit that can go into just about any team and you'll get you good use. But in this video we're going to take a look at 2 teams, and the first one we're going to look at utilizes Khazar. So for the Khazar team, we're going to look at a formation of Khazar, Tasi, Pippa, Soros, and Gorvo. Now this team has some great synergies with Tasi, and that's why we're looking at it. The 30 signature item of Khazar increases the duration of control abilities, which as you can imagine functions really well with Tasi's sleep that affects the whole enemy team. Now she also has a great synergy with Pippa, because if she is in the same team as Pippa, then Pippa's ultimate will copy that Slumber ability, giving you effectively 2 very long duration full team CCs. Then we have Khazar, who's going to bring the majority of the damage, but also his ultimate is going to freeze enemies at low health. So you have Tasi and Pippa cycling through control abilities, keeping the enemy team locked out until they can get low enough that they get frozen by Khazar. Now we also have Gorvo in there because obviously he can jump down and shell shock on the enemies and stun them and help that control. And then we have Soros. Now Soros is there as a secondary option for damage alongside Khazar, but also to ramp up some healing in case the team does need some sustain. However, if this team does get on a roll, sustain isn't the biggest issue because the enemies are most likely not getting a turn to move. The next team we will look at is the Portal Party. Now this team makes use of Odin and Pippa and their teleportation to control enemies' positioning and also stun them. So the team we're going to look at is going to include Odin, Nomura, Pippa, Gorvo, and Tasi. So this team has a fairly similar goal to the Khazar team, and that is to control the enemy team for the whole fight and not really allow them to do anything. Now we have Odin and Pippa, whose main job is to group all the enemies up so that as they continually teleport the enemies, they keep getting stunned and can't do anything. We have Gorvo once again for that supportive tanking role of stunning the enemies, but also holding the aggro. We have Nomura in the team, who's going to be there for heals, but also some CC with the mind control. And then Tasi is that glue that fits it all together, where she is going to sleep the enemies and hopefully fill in the gaps where there is no control abilities on them. She also has the banish, but the big one obviously being that sleep to help keep the whole enemy team at bay and allow you to steadily deal that damage that's going to take you to victory. Now, when choosing an artifact for Tasi, the clear number 1 choice is going to be Jura's Call. Reason being, it does provide some haste, which is going to allow her to use her banishment ability a little bit faster in the fight to get the upper hand. But the big thing is the energy regeneration that it does provide, allowing Tasi to get to that slumber faster and control the whole enemy team. Now, with all that out of the way, is it worth investing in Tasi? And the answer is yes, but the fantastic part is you don't have to invest too much. Obviously, getting her ascended is going to be really, really nice, but when we look at her signature item and furniture, you can really hold out on her. So her signature item is nice, getting the attack reduction on enemies. However, due to the fact that the upgrades only give a number bonus to the percentage, you can quite comfortably leave her at 10 signature item or 20 signature item, as it's not too hard to obtain, and you can save the 30 signature item for heroes that need it more. And then we look at her furniture. Her 3 furniture is fantastic, giving her that sort of extra teleport safety net with the double teleportation. However, level 9 is nice, reducing the teleportation cooldown by a second, but it's not necessary to let her function. So the sweet spot for Tasi is going to be 10 to 20 signature item and 3 furniture, and then you can really just focus on your other heroes. So that is going to be it for Tasi, a fantastic control hero in AFK Arena, usable in just about any team you can imagine. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and we'll look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.